could really use a drink.
We only just found out that he was still alive, too! How could this happen to you? Sama!
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to One Piece Budget Decks. I'm the AI. Share, subscribe, like if you would, because I'm pretty... Yep. I do have the deck list down below, so if you would please give me that like. If anything, I hope you liked the video. Enjoy. Later. Today, Structure Deck 7, Charlotte Linlin. Times 2 Dawn, when attacking, you may add one card from the top or bottom of your life cards to your hand. If you have 2 or less life cards, add up to 1 card from your hand to the top of your life cards. Now right away, I'm going to talk about this card's ability. When it says you may add 1 card from the top or bottom of your life cards to your hand. If you do not have life cards, you cannot add one, obviously. You must add one to your hand to activate the ability of the card. That may is optional. If you don't do it, the effect does not happen. But if you do, it will trigger the effect. This card and several others have the effect like that. I can see the confusion already because of the wording. There is an issue with the 7-drop Linlin that comes in the structure deck. Also, the event card with the focus on it. It's the same effect. If your opponent has 0 cards and they opt to do trash one of theirs, they may, and if they would have one, they would trash it, but if they don't, nothing happens. It's a free use of a spell for them, more or less. Like, they are not punished for it. You are. So, I just want to clarify that from the gate now. So, let's get right into it beyond that. Coming up first, we got Charlotte Pudding. 3,000 for 2, 2K counter. On play, look up to 1 card from the top of your opponent's life card and place it on top or bottom of their life cards. Obviously, if they don't have a life card, you're looking at no card. 4 of them, 2K counter, pretty solid. Sanji, 3,000 for 2, 2K counter side, 2 times Dawn when attacking. You may add 1 life card from the top or bottom of your life cards to your hand. Add 1 card from the top of your deck to the top of your life cards. It is simply card advantage. Take them where you can get them. Linlin will more likely have you manipulating the top cards by putting them on top once you get low enough. So you probably be drawing from the bottom with Sanji. I would definitely be run 4 of them. I only had 3 at the time of recording. Definitely get the 4th one. 2K counter. Can't get wrong with a lot of 2K counters. Moving right along into the 3,000 for 3 1K counter side, Zues. Activate main. You may rest this character up to 1 of your Charlotte Lynn cards. Doesn't have to be a leader, could be a character. Gains Banish during this turn. That is when they take the life card, if it would be taken, straight to the trash pile, not to hand. Has a trigger. Play this card. You're going to be seeing some triggers, probably enough to get sick of them. But moving into Prometheus. 3,000 for 3, 1K counter side. Prometheus has an activated main effect of you may rest this character up to 1 of your Charlotte Lynn cards gain double attack during this turn. That is 2 cards take off the life when they are hit if it is not blocked or countered. So put those together. Oh man, Charlotte Lynn's coming in for some damage. Moving into here, Charlotte Mont-d'or. I probably said that wrong. 4,000 for 3, 1K counter side. Activate main. You may rest this character. Add 1 card from the top and bottom of your life card to your hand. You must have a life card and do so. If you do, KO up to 1 of your opponent's characters with a cost of 3 or less. With the trigger of you may trash 1 card from your hand. Play this card. Pretty good little assassin for their blockers when they have up there. They never really see it. They're going to get their little aggressional pieces going. Moving into Charlotte Galette. 2K counter, or 1K counter on the side here. This is 2002. 2,000 for 2. Sorry, blocker. Just basic blocker. Stumbled a little there. I got mesmerized by the picture. No, I'm kidding. Next up, Shirley. Shirley, I was just kidding. This is another blocker for 3,000 for 3. The 1K counter on the side. On play, you look at the top one card of your opponent's life cards, and you may keep it on top, or you may put it on the bottom. A lot of kind of control, if you wish, on at least keeping the life cards in check, seeing how what's coming up best you're able to do so. Moving right along into Charlotte Brulee. 1,000 for 3 blocker. 1K calendar side with a trigger of play this card. Like I said, enough triggers to make you get sick of them, but Charlotte Lynn loves to put the cards back on top from your hand. Sanji will allow you to put some cards on top there too, so these triggers come off off your life cards and just right into play. Full value if possible. This is one of those only 2 ofs in the structure decks, but wish you know, if you got double, makes them so much more appealing. But Charlotte Katakuri, sorry, 6,000 power for 4. This has no counter, but on play, you may look at the top card, up to 1 card on top of your opponent's life cards and place it either on top or bottom of their life cards. Then, if you have less life cards than your opponent's, this character gains rush during this turn. So, more or less, it's just like, hey, check it out. I'm a 6K beater for 4. Let me put that next good card to the bottom. Moving right along, coming into Charlotte Dafuku. 5,000 for 4, 1K counter side, times 1 Dawn. When attacking, you may add 1 card from the top or bottom of your life cards to your hand. If you do, add up to 1 card from the top of your opponent's deck. I'm sorry, top card of your deck to your life card. Kind of like Sanji in a way. It's a little bit slower. It keeps you draw, gives you the life, keeps you in the game late. If you're playing against a red deck who keeps swarming, but this deck, yellow, is it's a good build to keep you in against a nice little red deck here. Speaking of Charlotte Linlin, this one comes in the deck of the Structure Deck 7, 8K power for 7, no count on the side. On play, your opponent chooses 1. Trash 1 of their life cards, or you get to add 1 from the top of your deck to your life cards. And again, this is with that card. If they have 0 and they choose to trash 1 of theirs, nothing happens. It's just cause and effect. It's one of the stupidest rulings I've seen of the game so far. But who am I to say much? Besides, moving right along into Thunderbolt. Yes, that's right. This event is for 2. On main, trash 1 card from top of your life cards. KO 1 of your opponent's characters with a 5 or less cost. Trigger, KO 1 of your opponent's characters with a cost of 5 or less. So, again, Charlotte making great use of the triggers. Sorry, wrong place. Buzzcamuchi. This is another event card on main for 2. If you have less life cards than your opponent's, KO up to 1 of your opponent's characters with a 4 or less cost, with a trigger of play up to 1 character with a cost of 4 or less and a trigger from your hand. Solid card. This card will see play in other decks that have yellow. And then finishes up with 5 Soul Pocus, just like the 7-drop Linlin. It is for 5 on main. Your opponent chooses 1. Trash 1 of their life cards, or gives you a life card from the top of your deck. So, I only ran 3 of these. Same with the Linlins. You can do it however you would like, but that is my take on the structure deck. I hope you like what you saw. Share, comment, subscribe. Overall, I hope you enjoyed.